Imagine watching men take your father away into the jungle. You don't know if he is alive or if he is ever coming back. And years later, you score in a World Cup opener for the man they tried to take from you. Luis Diaz came from Barrancas, a forgotten corner in Colombia that teaches you what it's like to grow up with nothing. His father coaches the local kids on a dirt pitch because there is no academy, no path to glory, and no door anyone will open for you. Growing up, the boy is so undernourished that the scouts look at him once and turn away. Luis Diaz gets his chance at Porto in 2019. He moves to Europe like a boy jumping into darkness in search of a dream. Then comes the day that should have broke him. 28th of October 2023, guerrilla fighters cross into Barrancas. They seize his mother and take his father into the mountains at gunpoint. His mother is freed within hours, but his father vanishes into the jungle. Luis Diaz, now a Colombian star chasing his dream at Merseyside, plays his next match with a hidden message under his shirt. Libertad para papá. Freedom for my father. For 12 days, a man who conquered Europe is again a terrified boy waiting to know if his father is still breathing. A country mobilizes and the streets of Colombia fill with marches. Even the president demands his release. Millions of Colombians who have lost their own fathers to the same violence pray for a man they have never met because his pain is felt by an entire nation. On the 12th day, almost by miracle, deep in the mountains, Luis Manuel is finally set free. He walks out of the jungle on foot, thinner, older, but breathing, straight back into the arms of the son the world tried to take from him. The world thinks the story ends here, but they forget what a man carries when he has stared into the abyss and survived. 17th of June 2026 and the World Cup is alive. Colombia step onto the grass for their opening match. 80,000 souls inside the Azteca. And behind them, an entire nation that has known too much grief and too much silence, all holding their breath for 90 minutes of escaping The anthem is sung through tears, and a nation that has buried too many sons is daring to dream again. And leading the line, wearing the scars of Barrancas under the brightest lights football can offer, stands Luis Fernando Diaz Marulanda. The match kicks off, and in the 65th, the ball arrives, and Luis Diaz does the only thing he has ever known. He runs at the impossible. He cuts inside, shapes his body, and for a heartbeat, time slows. They say it is hard to hear the silence, but Luis Diaz in that moment heard the silence of a frightened boy who lost his father, whilst an entire nation was screaming his name. He strikes it clean, fearless, the way a man finishes when he has already survived the worst the world could throw at him. Colombia explodes, millions of souls erupt as if the whole country has been set free at once. Luis Diaz runs to the corner, lies on the grass and looks at the heavens. He searches in the stands for the man he once thought he would never see again. And across Colombia, in every barrio that once waited by silent phones, cry because tonight, this goal belongs to all of them. Some boys are buried exactly where they were born. Very few dig themselves out, and even fewer come back to give their whole country a reason to live. If you enjoyed this story and want more like this one, please make sure you're following.